Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry. Maniac straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, trying to work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down.
I can't even see mine. What do you have for a jersey? I'm just gonna go home. I don't want to mess anything up. Oh shit, I fucked it up. You're going gold jersey? Yeah.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store. Between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Do you want to change? Alright.
For the right to return here in 2 weeks for Super Bowl 56, we are underway in L.A. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Packers.
Out Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Love. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First and goal, Green Bay.
Love from the gun. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
From 4 yards out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Buccaneers 0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
No.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He's a rookie.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get
McDoodoo
the 3rd
fucking
down
slaps
conversion.
balls.
A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. And even 60 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is caught, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. from 13 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made.
These two teams all tied after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw now. Here's Love. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now an option play on 2nd down. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Mecole Hardman on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up? Packer pressure, and down he goes. Leonard Williams able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
38-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14. Buccaneers 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's
what are they
having,
reviewing?
A lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part,
I didn't
what
think
they've
so,
seen,
but
it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception, Love. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. second down. Love. Touchdown, Packers. Calvin Ridley as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And now a timeout defensively after that first down
What'd you
play.
say?
So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And
I mean, it would have been interesting if he caught it.
I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So
nobody within 10 yards of him.
In the NFC Championship, as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Starting the third quarter with Cook. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This ball complete to Rager. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
On the tackle.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A second down run with Lewis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A very quick pass to Ridley. And they'll get this down to the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Sanders. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal. There's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. From the 2 now, second and goal. Operating from the gun. Love to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on third and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
5-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They start the drive with Cook. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option
I don't know. I feel like that made up for the pick.
Outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down. They'll look to throw again. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover
What a
battle
play.
is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
It's third and goal.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
That was supposed to go out of bounds.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Love. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
First down, Packers.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Love. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably start. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20, and he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Miles Sanders saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Buccaneers 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this isn't how they mapped out this AFC Championship game on their home turf, but it has been rough sledding pretty much from the start and on into this 4th quarter. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And now Miller hits, and he fumbles. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
You can just read out. I don't care.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this
Or
time
just
and
run
succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick slant to Brown. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Give him 18 yards on that one. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So Charles, close on one side.